Hi everyone. So today's I'm just going over Monday, May 4th's classwork. So May the 4th. Um, what I want you guys to do first is just to watch these three Khan Academy videos. I think I really want to introduce the topic well, so I think that he'll do that. So just watch these videos and take some detailed notes. Then answer these quick questions. They're kind of like recap questions from the videos. Did you watch them? You should be able to answer these without too much trouble. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over a few of these problems, and I think just go over them real quick. So this one over here, I'll do this one first. Remember that congruence means that the triangles are the same shape and same size. So if something's congruent, they're the same shape and the same size. So we're going to see, are these two triangles congruent? And I would say that size is kind of determined by the lengths of the triangles, of the triangle side lengths. And shape is more determined by the angles. So if we look at this, well, what we know here is we know that, let's move this over. We know that these two triangles, they have one side that's the same. So we got that to start off with. So this side over here is the same as this side right here. So now we don't really know anything about these two sides. So we need them to be the same size and same shape. So to figure out if they're the same shape, let's look at the angles. So this is 66 degrees, this is 49 degrees. Whenever you have a triangle with two angles given, you can always find a third angle, because basically all angles in a triangle, they add up to 180 degrees total. So if we have 66 degrees here, 49 degrees here, let's figure out what angle would be here in this triangle. So basically 66 plus 49 plus whatever this angle is equals 180. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to add up these two angles. So I'm just going to do 66 plus 49. See what we get there. So that's 115. Now we just got to do 180 minus that. And for that, we should get 10 minus 5 is 5, that's 6, and that's 0. So 65. So that's 65, that's our angle that goes right here. So for triangles to be congruent, all the sides should be the same, all the angles should be the same. It's tough to say whether these sides match, but we can figure out the angles, because all angles have to be equal to 180 when you add them up. So this is 65. So I'm going to put that in there. 65 goes right in here. So this is 65, this is 66, this is 49. Nothing is 63 and nothing is 74. So basically these two triangles are not congruent. So you should be selecting no for this one. They are not congruent. I'm just going to abbreviate and say congruent with a little c. So for this one you should be selecting no, they're not congruent. And the next one I'm going to do, I'll just scroll down here. I'll give you a different sort of example. Let's look at this one. So for this, to me, these triangles, they look pretty close. So let's just go through it real quick just to make sure. For triangles to be congruent, they have to be the same size and same shape. And I'm going to kind of introduce a strategy to you for this example. They need to be congruent by a postulate. So like, for instance, all the sides need to be the same, all the angles need to be the same. But you can also prove it by just knowing some of that information. So you can know they're congruent by knowing that all the sides are the same, that's SSS. You can know they're congruent by knowing that a side, an angle, and a side are the same. In that order, side, angle, side. Or it could be an angle, side, angle. Whoops, I'll put a little s in there. I'll erase that. Angle, side, angle. Or it could be angle, angle, side. Angle, angle, side. That's bad A, but we'll move on. Or it could be SAA. So it could be AAS or SAA. Another option is hypotenuse leg, but this only applies to right triangles. And then last one, we could just say that they're not congruent. So I'm going to add that as an option as well. So we have not congruent here. This is our third option. That's not our third option. One of the additional options, but it doesn't include these. So these all say that they're congruent, and then you could say that, well, maybe they're not congruent at all. So then we could select not congruent. So looking at this, we know that we have a 7 here and a 7 here. So we know that these two sides are the same length. I'm going to highlight this one, highlight this one. Now we also know that these two, the 117, we know that those two angles are the same. So this angle is the same as this angle. And we know that last side, the 5 side, matches the 5 side over here. So these two 5s match up. So I'm going to highlight this side matches this side. So if you start on green over here, green, purple, blue, side, angle, side, matches green, purple, blue, side, angle, side. So for this one, this is congruent, and is congruent because it's SAS. So you always have to prove it with a postulate. And for this one, I'm going to use the SAS postulate. So by knowing that side, angle, side match on both triangles, we can say that those two are congruent. So I'm going to let you guys work out the rest of the problems on this assignment.